Hello everybody and welcome to The United Stand. This is your Manchester United Transfer News Daily, where we talk about all the latest Manchester United transfer news and give it that real fan opinion. We're going to start off with an Ajax theme, but there is a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about Ziyech and Van der Beek. We spoke about Van der Beek yesterday, and to me I think it's perfect. This is the perfect thing that happens with United a lot. Lose a game embarrassingly, next morning heavily linked to a signing everybody wants. Afternoon, we are interested, but probably in the next transfer window. Next day, not going to happen. Or actually, on the evening. So what happened with Van der Beek? Get stuffed by Man City, embarrassing, everyone's angry. Next day morning, we really liked Sam Van der Beek in the January transfer window. Afternoon, Ollie likes him, but he's preparing to wait till the summer. Evening, Van der Beek comes out and says, I'm not moving in January. End of story. Everyone's forgot about Man City. Wrong. Forget about it. We're not forgetting about Man City because you've tried this tactic too many times and it's not worked. But Van der Beek has come out and said that maybe in the future of his career he will be looking for a move in the winter transfer window, but not this time. Doesn't want to move. Wants to stay at Ajax. So end of story. We're down low. And now we come up a little bit and then we're down low again. And that's what's happened with that. However, there is still a story there that United and Ollie are an admirer of Ziyech. And we retweeted it off the United Stand yesterday. I think it was Teresa from Norway saying, responding to this, United are interested in a Van der Beek signing in January. And she quite rightly said what many of us think. Why are we interested in signings what's the date? The 9th, in the second week of January. Everyone knows that January, February, March, April, we all know the bloody calendar. We know the calendar. We know when January is. We know when the transfer window is. We should have been interested in Van der Beek in November and putting the work in. No, don't walk into January and go, oh, I'm interested. It's like walking into Harrods, isn't it? Oh, I'd love to buy that. Oh, I've left my credit card at home. Not prepared again. So, looking at Ziyech, Ollie's an admirer of Ziyech. How long have you lot been talking about Ziyech? Probably 2 years. Definitely last transfer window, definitely towards this one. Ajax in the summer were willing to let Ziyech go for as little as £25 million. It was, I don't know what it was. It was some sort of agreement. If an offer came in, they would let him go. Nobody did, which I find weird. I've seen him play this season against Chelsea twice. Fantastic player. Shown that he can do it against the Premier League sides. 26 years of age. I think he'd be perfect for Manchester United. Absolutely perfect for what we're looking at. Mid-20s, experienced, can run a game. Good mentality, winner. Perfect for Manchester United. But I don't believe it. Admiration, and I've said this before, and this keeps happening more and more. The thing that annoyed me a lot about the Van der Beek story yesterday was that we start off with, we can do it in January, and then it goes to Ollie's willing to wait till the summer. How many times have we heard this now? Ollie's willing to wait till the summer to get his man. We've heard it with Maddison, we've heard it with Grealish, now we're hearing it with Van der Beek. We're not in a position. Can somebody just knock on the door of Old Trafford or Carrington and say, there's the league table, that's your fixture list, that's your squad. You're not in a position to wait till the summer. You need to get your business done now. The wolf is blowing your house down and it's made of straw. It's not made of brick. It's not going to last till the summer. It's going to get blown down. And he needs to sign players now. We're not in, Ollie's prepared to wait till the summer. What's Ziyech going to turn up and say, where's Ollie then? Oh, he got sacked months ago. He needs to do stuff now. There's no urgency. There's only urgency in the fan base. So, I'd like Ziyech in January, but I won't believe it. I'm with you lot. Hold the shirt up and I'll believe it. Until then, I don't believe it. And it's as simple as that. We'll talk about Eriksen next, Christian Eriksen. Now, a lot of people know that Christian Eriksen is effectively available in January if Eriksen decides to go. Spurs are in a situation much the same as Arsenal were with Sanchez 2 years ago, whereby they've got what is considered one of their best players. He's out of contract in the summer. So you either let him go for free in the summer or you try and engineer something now. He's not signed the new contract. So from Spurs' point of view, Eriksen is much the same as Pogba for United. He's gone in the summer. But United's situation is we're going to get a pot full of money for him. In Eriksen's state for Spurs, they're not getting anything. He's out of contract. But from Eriksen's point of view and his agent, it's like, well, let's wait till the summer. No signing on. No one's got to pay Spurs any money. So we bank it all. Signing on fees. Ka-ching. Cash back. But with Spurs' point of view, we're going to lose him anyway. We may as well sell him in January, even if we can get 20 million. And this is what sources from Italy are saying via Sport Witness, that Inter Milan are favourites to sign Eriksen, but Manchester United have had a £20 million bid accepted. Now, the feeling is, And I don't know whether I don't want Eriksen, by the way. I've said that personally, but I know a lot of you do, and it's about the latest news. The problem with this is that, yeah, I could believe this. I could believe that United have offered 20 million for Eriksen and Spurs have accepted it because Spurs want some money, and United 20 million for Eriksen, regardless of his form. He's 27. He's Premier League proven. You know, for 20 million, we paid 15 for Dan James, who was a 21-year-old Championship winger. So look, if you can get Eriksen for 20 million. To be honest, I don't want him. I think he reminds me too much of Sanchez, a former good player who, you know, when the going gets tough, disappears. So I don't really think he's the right player for United. But is he experienced? Yes. Is he Premier League proven? Yes. And for £20 million, it's worth the risk. So in them circumstances, I can see it. But I'd never want to pay like 50, 60 million pounds for him. But for 20 million, I'd do it. The problem United have got, and the reason I would avoid it, is he doesn't want to come. He doesn't want to come. He could have come to us in the summer. He didn't. And now he's resisting it as well. So for me, Eriksen doesn't have the mentality that we keep hearing from United and we keep hearing from Ollie a lot. I want players that want to come here with the right attitude and the right vision. Well, Eriksen's not coming up with the right attitude, is he? He snubbed us once in the summer and he's trying to do it again. So if we do get him, we're getting another player coming for money, which is exactly what happened with Sanchez. Sanchez would have gone to Man City, we offered him more money and he chose to come to a club for money rather than go to a club for trophies. So I'm glad it backfired for Sanchez. Bloody backfired for us, that's the problem. But yeah, so with Eriksen, it could happen. It could happen, but if that's our solution for this January transfer window, it's a worrying solution, isn't it? Because you're basically getting a player who's coming for money. The reason Inter, I think the sources in Italy are reporting it, is because I don't think they're deterred by the fact that United have had a £20 million bid accepted. They're more saying, well, we'll just wait till the summer and get him for free, and we think that that's what Eriksen wants to do. So the fact that United may have had a bid accepted by Spurs doesn't mean we're going to get Eriksen. If you're Eriksen, actually, as I've said before, do you move now and tie yourself into a contract with United for 3 or 4 years and get a bit of a signing on fee and decent wages, or and Spurs pocket 20 million, or do you wait till the summer, Spurs get nothing, and all that extra money you can go, well, you would have had to pay 30 million for me, so I want half of that as a signing on fee. It's far more lucrative now for Eriksen to wait till the summer. I suspect that's what he will do. Zaniolo reappears again, the Roma 20-year-old midfielder, attacking midfielder, because United are favourites to sign him in January at 4-1 with the bookies. I don't see this happening at all. I mean, bloody hell, he's an Italian young midfielder. Couldn't be further from what we seem to want to do. There's no British passport, and it just doesn't fit in. But I thought, well, I'll mention it because we've mentioned him twice now, so at least we'll have to get the old hotometer on tomorrow, and I'm still not going to put him on it. I don't think it's likely at all. And at this point as well, I'm going to say what I've said before. Who are we signing in the January transfer window? I think the persistence in the fan base, and certainly from me, is that we've got to sign somebody. We've never had a transfer window where we needed players more than now. We're desperate. The Harry Maguire injury, the injuries that we've got. We need players right now. We've got to sign them. But if that wasn't the case, I'd be sat here saying we're not signing anybody, because there are no credible sources coming through. And as we know, United like to build up to a bloody signing, like Chavs build up for Christmas, I suppose. Get the tree up in September. I do it as well. But yeah, it's like, it's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know who we're going to sign this month, and I don't think anybody else does. And the worrying thing is, if we really have got genuine targets, I don't think we've even identified them yet, because there's a lot of papers yesterday talking about Van der Beek. And you think, ooh, could there be something in that? I don't really believe it, but could there be something in it? And then within a few hours, it's absolutely kiboshed by Van der Beek coming out and saying, I ain't moving. So I just don't feel like we're doing anything. And that's a worry in itself, because if we then do something, are we panicking? And then this is another thing we need to consider. If we get players in and the right players, we can't complain. But the preparation for this January transfer window is quite clearly amateurish yet again for Manchester United. In other news, we are looking at a loan deal for a centre-back for Harry Maguire, who obviously has an injury. Don't get me started on this. I mean, the words apparently come out like this. At half-time against Wolves, Harry Maguire was feeling the injury, but he's got a high pain threshold and wanted to stay on. You're the manager. You've played him 3 times a week for the last 4 months. He's got an injury, and you've got a centre-back on the bench, and you let him play on, and now he could be out for weeks. it is amateur again, isn't it? It really is. It's so, you almost feel sympathetic if it wasn't your club being dragged through the mud. It's like the basic amateurishness of this coaching is awful. I mean, how? He's your most significant centre-back. He's feeling an injury and you let him play on for 45 minutes because he's got a high pain threshold and now he's out for ages. I mean, ugh. But to be honest with you, who are we going to loan in as a centre-back? I mean, it's always funny when you're playing FIFA or Football Manager. When you can loan players if you're managing Salford, you can try your luck and get some youth players from championship clubs, whatever. But Manchester United Football Club loaning somebody until the end of the season as a centre-back. Who? And can we not just get Chris Smalling back? Like, this to me is the most logical thing in the world. Can we get Chris Smalling back now? Like, why are we looking to loan somebody? Get Smalling back from Roma and play him because he's probably better than Lindelof and Jones and Rojo anyway this season. He's been very, very good for Roma. So just get Smalling back. I'm going to get a t-shirt, just get Smalling back. But yeah, if we want to loan somebody back for a few months, just get Smalling back and then he can go back to Roma. But maybe he doesn't want to come back. But I mean, who are we going to loan? Like, who to Manchester United? We play high-end football. So who are we going to loan in? It just defies logic. And again, it's, just put that out there because the fans might get excited. Excited about a loan deal? For who? Going high-pitched. Chong to Juventus is coming out again. This is a worry for Gomez and Chong. I think at the weekend against Wolves, we saw a player in Chong that he's not ready yet. He needs to go on loan. He should have gone on loan in the summer, but he looks like he's the player that many of us think he can be. And with Gomez last night against the night before against Man City, we saw glimpses again. If we lose these two players for nothing because they're out of contract in the summer, again, it is amateur hour again, isn't it? So look, I've been worried about Chong and Gomez ever since it hit January the 1st. They're free to talk to clubs outside of England, and you know any club will be talking to those two players now because they're free. And they're not going to cost a lot. And you may as well try it because you might just get a star. So that is a little bit of a worry. Van der Beek, Zaniola, 20 million. Yeah, I think we've done it, folks. I think we've done it. But thanks everyone for watching. Please do smash a like on video. What are your thoughts? I think at the moment the Eriksen thing. Well, look, I think whatever happens from this point, we're going to be surprised by, aren't we? But I can't see January the 31st, United haven't signed anybody. I can see it, but then I can't believe we would be that inept. But then I think, well, yeah, surely we can. This is Manchester United. But I don't know. Look, today's another day. Maybe something will come out. I don't know. But thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. I'm trying to think what we've got going on today. We'll obviously go live if there is any transfer news. And I'm live tonight for the Norwich preview as well. But I'm sure there'll be something going on in the day. Thanks for watching. Speak to you all soon. You're all superb. I wish you were running the club and not those plankers. See you soon.